The envelope lay on the kitchen counter like a grenade, its elegant script mocking Alara as she stared at it. Mr. and Mrs. Thompson request the pleasure of your company at the marriage of their daughter Emily. Her name wasn't on it. No +1, no acknowledgement. Just a glaring absence that screamed louder than any words could. Alara's hands trembled as she crumpled the invitation, her mind reeling back to the check she'd written 6 months ago, the one that covered the venue, the flowers, the damn cake. Every penny scraped from her savings because Emily had begged, tears in her eyes, saying it was their dream wedding. But now this, exiled from her own sister's big day because she dared to love Jordan, the woman who'd become her world. Why did it hurt so much? Alara paced the small Brooklyn apartment, her thoughts a whirlwind of betrayal. She'd always been the fixer in the family, the one who stepped up when Dad's business tanked, when Mom needed surgery. Paying for the wedding felt like love, like proof she belonged. But deep down she knew it was a bribe for acceptance, a desperate attempt to buy her way past the whispers. It's just a phase, Mom had said years ago when Alara came out. You'll find a nice man. And Dad? Silence, always silence, as if ignoring it would make it vanish. Now, with Emily's silence echoing that void, Alara felt the fracture deepen. Was she foolish to think money could mend what prejudice had broken? Jordan found her there, slumped against the wall, the crushed paper in her fist. Babe, talk to me. Her voice was soft, but Alara recoiled, the anger bubbling up not at Jordan but at herself. How could she explain the shame twisting inside? The little girl in her still craved family approval, even as the woman she'd become fought for authenticity. They don't want me there, Alara whispered, her voice cracking. Because of us. Jordan pulled her close, but Alara's mind raced. What if I go anyway? Crash the party, force them to see me? Or cut them off like a limb gone gangrenous? The choices warred within, each one a blade. That night sleep evaded her. Memories flooded in, childhood in suburban Chicago, where Sundays meant church and smiles for the neighbors. Emily, her baby sister, trailing after her like a shadow. You're my hero, Alara, she'd say, eyes wide. Hero. What a joke. When Alara first kissed a girl at college, the guilt had gnawed at her for months. Was it wrong? Society said yes, her heart screamed no. Coming home for Thanksgiving, she tested the waters. I think I'm gay. The table went silent. Dad cleared his throat, changed the subject. Mom's eyes filled with pity. Emily hugged her later, whispering, I love you no matter what. Lies, all lies now. By morning, resolve hardened. Alara dialed Emily's number, her pulse thundering. Why? She demanded when her sister picked up. Emily's voice was small, hesitant. Mom and Dad. They said it would cause drama. With the relatives. You know how they are. No. Alara knew too well. The judgmental aunts, the conservative uncles who'd quote Bible verses like weapons. And you agreed? Silence. Then, it's my wedding, Alara. I just want it perfect. Perfect without her. The words hung, a noose around Alara's heart. She hung up, tears streaming. Was this the price of her truth? Isolation, rejection? Or was it freedom disguised as pain? Work that day was a blur. As a graphic designer in a bustling Manhattan firm, Alara buried herself in pixels and palettes, but the hurt seeped through. Colleagues noticed. You okay? But she brushed it off. Inside, the monologue raged. I'm not the problem. They are. But doubt crept in. Maybe if she'd hidden it better, played straight for the day. No. That would betray Jordan, betray herself. Jordan, with her fierce laugh and unyielding support, who'd left her own toxic family behind. We build our own, she'd say. But Alara wasn't ready to let go. Not yet. Evening brought confrontation. Mom called, her tone laced with false cheer. Honey, we need to talk about the wedding. Alara's grip tightened on the phone. What's there to talk about? I'm not invited. Sigh. It's complicated. Your lifestyle. It might upset people. Lifestyle. Like it was a choice, a fad. You mean my love for Jordan? Alara shot back. That's not a lifestyle, Mom. That's who I am. The argument escalated, voices rising. We raised you better, Mom snapped. Better? To lie? To shrink? Alara ended the call, shaking. The damage was done, bridges burning, but the smoke choked her. The days blurred into a haze of resentment. Alara avoided Jordan's concerned glances, burying the pain deeper. Why couldn't she just let it go? Family was supposed to be unbreakable, but hers felt like glass, shattered by her truth. She replayed Emily's words. I just want it perfect. Perfect meant erasing her, pretending the gay sister didn't exist. The hypocrisy burned. Alara had funded that perfection. Her savings drained for a day she'd never see. Was it worth it? The question haunted her nights, twisting dreams into nightmares of empty church pews and accusatory stares. Jordan tried to pull her out. Let's go out, clear your head. They wandered Central Park, but Alara's mind wandered further. What if I confront them all? Show up uninvited, Jordan on my arm? The image thrilled and terrified. Thrilled because it was defiance. Terrified because it meant final rupture. Jordan sensed it. You're spiraling, Alara. Talk to me. Over coffee, Alara spilled. The childhood suppression, the college awakening, the family's slow poison of denial. They act like I'm diseased, she said, voice breaking. Jordan's eyes softened. You're not. They're the ones infected with fear. But fear was contagious. Alara felt it creeping, doubting her choices. Had she pushed too hard? Coming out at 22, introducing Jordan at 25. Maybe too soon for their Midwestern roots. Dad's emails now pleading. Think of your sister. Don't make this about you. About her? It was always about them, their comfort, their image. The anger surged, hot and unyielding. She fired back. It is about me. You've made sure of that. No reply. Silence again. The void grew, swallowing her resolve. Work suffered. Deadlines loomed, but Alara's focus fractured. A client meeting went south. Her designs lacked spark. Get it together, her boss warned. Inside she screamed. How? When my world's crumbling. Therapy crossed her mind again. She'd tried once post coming out but stopped when it felt too raw. Now the urge returned. But pride held her back. I'm strong, she told herself. I've built a life here in New York, away from their judgment. Yet the pull of blood ties tugged relentlessly. Emily texted next. Can we meet? Alone. Alone meaning without Jordan. The implication stung. They met at a quiet cafe in Queens, sisters face to face for the first time since the check. Emily looked radiant, wedding glow intact. Thanks for the money, she started awkwardly. Alara's jaw clenched. That's all? Thanks. Tears welled in Emily's eyes. I didn't want this. Mom and Dad insisted. They said if you came with her, it would ruin everything. Her. Like Jordan was a scandal. Ruin what? Your fairy tale. Alara snapped. The argument ignited. Accusations flying. You're selfish, Emily hurled. Always making it dramatic. Dramatic? Alara's heart pounded. Selfish is taking my money and slamming the door. Walking away, Alara felt the fracture complete. But doubt lingered. Was Emily right? Had her coming out been a bomb in their lives? No, she countered inwardly. Their bigotry was the explosive. Jordan waited at home, arms open. How'd it go? Alara collapsed into her, sobbing. She's brainwashed. Jordan held her, whispering strength. But Alara's mind raced. What now? Sue for the money? Petty. Ignore the wedding? Impossible. The choices loomed, each a thorn. Nights grew longer, insomnia her companion. Memories assaulted. Family vacations, laughter echoing. Now poisoned by prejudice. Dad's call came late. We're disappointed, Elarandra. Full name like a scolding child. In what? Me being happy. Silence. Then, in your choices. Choices. As if love was optional. Goodbye, Dad. Hanging up, empowerment mixed with grief. Was this liberation or loss? As tensions mounted, Alara confided in friends. A tight-knit group of queer allies. Cut them off, one advised. Family isn't blood. It's who shows up. But showing up meant sacrifice. Alara pondered. What price for peace? Her heart heavy, she drafted an email, demanding repayment, drawing lines. Send it? The cursor blinked, mocking her indecision. The email sent like a missile, irreversible. Return the money or consider us done. Alara's fingers hovered post-send. Regret instant. What have I done? Fracturing further what was already broken. But necessity drove it, the need to reclaim power, to stop being the doormat. Jordan supported. You deserve better. Yet inside Alara warred. Better alone? Or flawed but family? Responses flooded. Emily's hysterical call. How could you? After everything. After what? Alara's sacrifices ignored? You took my money knowing this, she retorted. Tears on both ends. I love you but. Always the but. Mom's voicemail. This is low even for you. Even for her, the deviant daughter. Dad's silence persisted. A weapon sharper than words. The backlash rippled. Aunts texted disapproval. Shame on you ruining Emily's joy. Ruining. Alara laughed bitterly. Their joy built on her exclusion. Social media buzzed. Subtle posts from cousins about family values. She blocked them but the sting lingered. Was she the villain? Society's lens twisted it. The gay relative causing drama. No, she affirmed inwardly. Their homophobia is the antagonist. Therapy beckoned again. Alara booked a session, spilling to a stranger. I feel guilty for existing. The therapist nodded. That's their projection. Projection. The word unlocked something. Years of internalized shame unraveling. Sessions became weekly, peeling layers. Why pay? The therapist asked. To belong, Alara admitted. Belong where she never fit. The realization crushed. She'd bought illusions. Jordan noticed the shift. You're quieter. Over dinner, Alara confessed. I'm scared of losing them forever. Jordan's hand squeezed hers. But staying means losing yourself. Truth pierced. Alara's mind churned. Choose self or surrender. The wedding near, 2 weeks out. Invites to bridal events ignored her. Pain morphed to fury. Confrontation escalated at a family Zoom. Supposedly for logistics. Dad spoke first. Retract that email, Elarandra. Defiance surged. No. Not until you accept me. All of me. Mom interjected. We do but not. That. Jordan. Love. Then we're done, Alara declared, logging off. Heart racing, she wept. Was this strength or stupidity? Friends rallied, a chosen family picnic in the park. Laughter eased the ache but thoughts strayed. What if Emily calls bluff? Repays and cuts ties? The possibility terrified. Nightly, Alara journaled. I paid for love, got rejection. Now I pay with solitude. Words cathartic but incomplete. The breaking point. Emily's bachelorette photos online, joyous, exclusive. Alara's absence glaring. Rage boiled. She drove to Chicago unannounced, pounding on the door. Emily answered, shocked. What are you doing here? Talking. Really talking. Inside, truths poured. Childhood favoritism, suppressed identity, the wedding's betrayal. Emily listened, then crumbled. I was scared. Of losing them too. Scared. Like Alara. Sisters mirrored, divided by fear. Leaving unresolved, Alara felt heavier. Back in New York, Jordan waited. Any change? Maybe. But doubt festered. Change them? Or me? The wedding loomed. A specter haunting Alara's every thought. 1 week out and silence from Chicago thickened like fog. Had her ultimatum backfired? Regret gnawed deeper now, a constant companion. What if they repay and disown? The money mattered little. The loss did. Jordan urged patience. You've planted the seed. But Alara's mind screamed, too late. Damage irreversible. Then the check arrived. Emily's handwriting on the envelope. Full amount, no note. Just cold transaction. Alara stared, tears blurring. Paid back, but at what cost? Her heart fractured anew. They chose, she whispered to Jordan. Chose exclusion over evolution. The finality crushed. Fury ignited action. Alara donated the money to LGBTQ+ charities, a silent fuck you. Empowerment surged, but grief followed. Memories assaulted. Emily's birth, her protective big sister role. Now severed. Was it worth it? The question echoed, unanswered. Therapy delved deeper. You're mourning the family you wanted, the therapist said. Mourning, yes. Idealized versions shattered. Sessions unearthed more. Dad's own repressed past? Mom's religious chains? Empathy flickered but anger dominated. They hurt me, Alara insisted. Hurt begets hurt. Jordan proposed escape. A weekend getaway. Upstate New York cabin solitude. There vulnerabilities surfaced. I feel like I pushed you into this, Jordan confessed. Pushed? No, Jordan was anchor. You saved me, Alara replied, their embrace fierce. But inwardly, saved from what? A life of lies? Back home, a voicemail from Dad. Come to the wedding. Alone. Alone. Without Jordan. The ultimatum reversed but twisted. Accept half me? Rage boiled. She called back. No. All or nothing. His voice cracked. Then nothing. Click. The end. Devastation hit like a wave. Alara curled fetal, sobs racking. Why fight? For pride? Principle? Jordan held her. For you. But the price, isolation's chill. Friends intervened. A intervention-style dinner. You're not alone, they chorused. Stories shared. Similar rejections, eventual healings. Hope sparked, fragile. Wedding day dawned. Alara imagined it, vows, toasts, her empty seat. Pain visceral. She texted Emily. I love you. Always. No reply. Closure? Or open wound? Nights blurred in reflection. Had she erred? Pushed too far? No, stood firm. But the toll? Heavier than imagined. The post-wedding fallout crashed like thunder. Social media flooded with photos. Emily beaming. Family united. Alara's absence airbrushed out. The erasure stung deepest. A final betrayal. Why did I expect more? Her mind tormented. Naivety's curse. Jordan suggested therapy together. Sessions revealed cracks. Alara's resentment seeping into their bond. I envy your freedom, Alara admitted. Jordan's family cut her off years ago. She'd rebuilt. It gets better, Jordan promised. But Alara doubted. Better without roots? A surprise. Emily's call post-honeymoon. It felt wrong without you. Wrong? Alara's heart leaped. Then guarded. Then why? Emily confessed. Pressure. Fear. But I regret. Regret. A crack in the wall. They talked hours. Tears, apologies, tentative bridges. Mom followed. We missed you. Missed? Alara challenged. Missed the facade? Awkward truths emerged. Mom's own doubts about faith, Dad's silence masking pain. Change? Glacial but possible. Reconciliation tentative. A family dinner plan, Jordan included. Nerves frayed. Arrival. Tense hugs, stilted talk. Dad's apology. I was wrong. Words seismic. Alara wept. Forgiveness? Earned. But scars remained. Alara reflected. The wedding's price, emotional bankruptcy. Yet growth from ashes. Months later, bonds mended unevenly. Alara stronger, boundaries firm. Love's cost, paid in full. Was Alara justified in demanding full acceptance, even if it risked permanent family rupture? Or should she have compromised for the sake of blood ties?